Hello everyone, and welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix of AOR F1. Happy to bring you this as we're now in qualifying, selecting option tyres and getting ready to do our setup as usual. Selecting one of our pre-made setups, of course, with 1-1 wings, and the balance we're changing from 11-11 to 1-1 for the sake of mid-corner grip. We run it quite a lot. Suspension's a bit different, 11 and then 1 all on the remaining ones. That's just to make the car sit down nicely and try and grip as much as possible. As we're now on our qualifying lap, going towards the bus stop chicane to start the lap. Still have it in lean to save fuel, but now trying to get a sweet exit as possible onto the start finish line. If you watch the hot lap video from yesterday or the day before, this is actually the same lap, but now it's commentated. Braking off the white line there, hitting the apex on each side very nicely, powering out on the exit curb as hard as possible, as fast as we can, down towards Eau Rouge, as we'll hold Eau Rouge into 7th, going through it very tight. 5 Gs they supposedly pull through here. I pull nothing at home. Sticking into 8th gear at the DRS activation zone, maxing out 215 hopefully, as we brake at the red marker boards above our heads and getting very nicely. Had a bit of a lunge over the first entry curb, but it's gone quite well. Ran a bit wide there, and now braking down the hill, hugging that inside apex, trying not to get too much wheel spin on exit. I haven't got any, but it wasn't the best exit, as we now miss that apex and get a little twitch of oversteer on the exit. Going down towards Pouhon now, corner that we absolutely never get right. Oh my god, we've got that right actually for once. That was quite amazing. Only a slight lift on entry. So now brake at the 50 metre board, throwing it right, then left. Try not to get too much understeer. No, as we were in 5th, and back down to 3rd at that curb. For turning in, a bit of oversteer. You can hear the wheels spinning. Not the greatest of exits, and it's going to cost us slightly down this long straight down towards the bus stop, I suspect. But we will change up to 8th gear there at 201 miles an hour so that we get the best pull through of the gear changes. Getting ready to pick our braking point out the bus stop there, out that shadow after the 100 metre board, not hitting the curbs too wildly, as Norway has set the fastest lap session so far, but we won't matter as we get the best exit possible we could towards the line to set a 1:48 dead. And that was the best lap we've ever set at this track so far, our PB, and as you can see we're going pretty slow. We're actually punching the air in our cockpit, but then as you can see we're actually gone purple on our last lap, but completely messed up through there, and we made a few other mistakes during that lap, which meant that we didn't go any faster after all. Onto the qualifying results then. Norway Tank has taken pole position with 1:46.7, closely followed by Kieran and BT Dosh in 3rd with us. Our best qualifying of the season with 4th, but sadly our teammate Phil all the way down in 11th. As we cut on to the grid for this race with Norway Tank in his Williams, of course in pole position as ever. Us in 4th, quite surprisingly. Brilliant qualifying from us, very unusual. This is one of the tracks we don't really like, so I'm quite surprised we did that well. But the lights are on, there are 5 of them, they're out. And away we go for this AOR Belgian Grand Prix. Getting loads of wheel spin, our tyres are getting cooked. We're trying to limit it, but going down towards home, we just about turn it. And someone's hit us from behind, it's a Red Bull. We're not quite sure it is. Kian could be. Going to exit now, got wheel spin, there's a Mercedes round now, just turning us. We've been sideboard glitched off into the Red Bull from. Oh well. Nice. Tyres, you can see on the tyre monitor, are absolutely cooked. Great start for a race, isn't it? To be into last. Bad boy messed up, so he's behind us, and now on the same lap, just halfway through it, we called up the trick shot, and well, he's going really slow, so we just went down the inside of him. We really need to pass him as quick as possible. Of course, we're missing our right end brake now, so it's going to be very hard in left-hand corners. Obviously, we completely misjudged the bus stop there, mounting the curb an absolute treat, as Kian is now off at the end of lap 2 onto lap 3. On the start finish straight. I don't know how he's done that, but that's an interesting place to go off, unless he got sideboard glitched or something from someone going around the last corner. Nothing really much happened. for the first stint on the option, so we pitted at the end of lap 8, 1 lap early than what we wanted to pit 9 to fit the primes. Then we're going to do a very short stint, we're going to do 2-stopper, we know that. We're going to do until lap 13, so this is now our pit stop lap that we are on. We've caught up to our teammate Phil ahead, who I'm pretty damn sure is going to 1-stop. So as you can see, that we're now halfway through the race, or more than halfway, and we're only just behind him, and we need to really get ahead of him by 20 seconds if we're going to finish ahead of him. So at this point we were thinking it's looking pretty grey. Get DRS, a bit of a consolation, but it's very hard to pass once you get to sector 2. So unless you overtake in sector 1 or 3, you're pretty much stuffed. So we hope that we can get past him quickly, but we know we're pitting at the end of this lap, so it wouldn't make too much difference as long as he doesn't pit on this lap, which we don't know, but I suspect he's probably already gone on to the primes like we are, just a lap or 2 later than us. But we're chasing wide, as you can see we've now got a front wing, so it's a bit weird. We're trying to adjust to the new balance of the car. See, it's a bit easier to turn in, especially for that corner. That was a nightmare when when the front right end plate was missing. It was very hard to turn in for that corner. This one was okay, but then suddenly we had a massive understeer for this one, which, well, I didn't show you a clip of it because it was really too terrible driving to show, because I wasn't prepared for what was happening. So, well, I just decided to show the in-lap, and then we decided to catch up for once. Our tyres aren't worn at all, really, as we now select the option tyres, and someone's kicking up dust there. It's probably my teammate Phil, but we won't bother about that because we're now coming into the pits. There's 3 of them ahead, so this could be very good if we actually jump them, because they could hold each other up. And then entering the pits lane, very hard pit lane, just make sure we don't hit the wall on the inside and everything is okay. We're going to set our, well, into the pit box then, rather. Sorry, I'm not sure what I was on about there. Get the green light to pull out. There's no one else. There's a Force India pit crew for trick shot, I suspect, but that there is a message that could be our saving grace. Coddyard, let's just switch his PSN to Jim Coddy, has destroyed his vehicle, and would you believe it, there comes the safety car. Oh my god, this could be the best thing that's ever happened to us. There's Bad Boy ahead pits, so we will be ahead of him. That gives us 9th, and everyone else almost has got a stack in the pits. So this could be very entertaining to see where we end up. 7th position, 6th position. Keane's ahead. Let's hope we can get out. Well, go past turn 1. No, damn, looks like him and his Red Bull is the car ahead, which means that we're in 6th. But it's quite, well, a lot further ahead than where we were, to be honest. However, now on lap 16, the safety car is about to come in. Of course, now we've been running around on this option tyres for 3 laps now, not really pushing except for the 1 out lap when we tried to gain as many positions as we did, where we ended up getting 4, which was quite good. Remember, Keane is ahead of us for the reason that he didn't have to stack. It was Wingsman that was behind, and therefore he had to stack, which, well, as you can see, it's still given us a few decent positions, as Keane is behind us in the championship. It won't matter too much if he finishes behind us, but the most important thing is that we're ahead of Wingsman and Bad Boy, who are, well, Bad Boy was actually on the same amount of points as us after Hungary. But now we get the green flag to go racing again. We'll stick up into Rich very soon, I think. Yep, there we do. Stick it back into lean for turn 1. Don't really want to wheel spin too much. So it looks like Keane's locked up into turn 1, almost hit the back of Jacko. We're now going to power on down this straight. Well, there won't be any DRS, but I'm sure the slipstream can do this for us. The slipstream is really powerful down this Kemmel straight, I believe it is, after we've gone past Eau Rouge. He's gone very slow through there. Now he's weaving a bit over the place, but he's on the primes. That's interesting. Maybe he ran a double option stint and then had to go primes for the end. But we did the primes. And they've gone purple. It's due to the slipstream, but I don't think that will last for the rest of the lap, really. It's going to be pretty amazing if we could set the purple lap of a Grand Prix, considering Nervo Tank and Kira and everyone else ahead of us that's been faster than us all season, as Jacko's run a bit wise and cut the inside corner first by kicking up the dirt. Getting loads of understeer from him here. It's not the greatest things. You can see he's starting to pull away now, thanks to that. Wonder how Puon will be being behind him. Whoa! Bit of understeer, but he's done a bigger mistake for himself. but he's lagging about, of course, from Australia. Not what we want. We really want to move as clean and easy as possible. For all we know, that could not be him, and he could actually be with that pack of cars from third place and up kind of thing. He could literally be right behind them, and we're actually running clean here on his screen, but for us, we're not. So we'll try and pass him here in the slipstream. It's going to be very, very tough, this is. Let's have a look. We're going to see. He's gone to the inside. We'll try outside. No. He stuck us on the grass. That's cost us loads of speed. Warning for causing a collision. Not quite sure how that was my fault, but anyway. As we get hit by Supernova from behind, that was a bit uncalled for, that was. Let's see, probably get greater traction than us now and go straight past us, will he? Yep, he's got the DRS on us as well, remember. I think his DRS has been activated this lap, or last lap, sorry, rather. I don't know, it's activated at some point now. VT dodged us at the fast lap, we didn't, of course, due to getting hit off there. Now we're going to slipstream him. There is a DRS detection line. Now we should hopefully have that on him, and we should just breeze past him like the wind. Up into 8th, just before the DRS detection, or activation point, sorry. Up into Rich, come on, yes. That passed him, brake as late as we dare possible, but still made the apex, quite amazingly. But that's him passed and dealt with, up into 5th, no, 4th? 5th, sorry. Getting a bit messed up. All the position changes I've had since the safety car came out, because it wasn't really what we expected. We were expecting very, very low points, and as you can see, as 11 runners, we were probably expecting 10th or 11th at the start, because we knew we had no pace whatsoever, even when we were doing a 2-stopper, and we knew a 1-stopper wasn't possible for us to do, so we had to opt for the 2-stopper, as lap 20 Supernova is getting slightly closer down into Puon, but if we cut him off on the inside, make sure he doesn't try down inside, and the dirty airs made them go pretty wide, and that's given us a nice gap to him. As on the last lap, we've kind of lost a bit touch with Jacko, but we also lost Supernova behind to around 2 seconds both ways. VT Dosh loses connection. Wow, wonder where he lost connection. Wonder if it leads us across the line. No, they haven't actually. So we go up into 4th. This could be our best finish so far if we don't mess up at the bus stop. Come on, go through there. Kieran has won, but we could be on for our best finish as we go across the line, and we've done it. Yes, that felt good. Even though we didn't get 4th deservedly, but still, good result considering how it could have been. Anyway, moving on to the results then. Kieran has won his 2nd AOR race with Novotank following really closely behind, only 8/10 split them as they went across the line. Jacko was a bit further back in 3rd, with us closely following him in 4th and Supernova in 5th, with our teammate Phil, surprisingly, in 6th. Quite a good finish for Ferrari there. But more importantly, as you can see, Wingsman and Bad Boy, our 2 rivals in the championship that were the closest to us, have finished 8th and 9th. So that should see us pretty well in the drivers and constructors that we will now shortly move on to. And here is the drivers' standings for the AOR PS3 Sunday F1 League of Season 9. After the Belgian Grand Prix, Novotank still leading the way from Codiard, who didn't finish this race. 40 points difference splits them with Kieran in 3rd. We're down in 6th, midway in the table, with our teammate Phil in 10th. But importantly, we are now 10 points clear of Bad Boy, and a further 19 points ahead of our other rival, Wingsman. And onto the constructors' standings then. McLaren still leads the way on 382 points, 92 points ahead of Williams, with Mercedes full 105 points back in 3rd, and us in Ferrari all the way down in 5th. The next race on the calendar for round 13 is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. The Tifosi will be there to cheer us on in a Ferrari, and hopefully we can get that elusive first podium in AOR F1 Sunday. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time for the Italian Grand Prix.